You are now listening to the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Now back to Two in the Pinku. We're gonna finish the story.
Some stories are epic, some stories are long and arduous, and other times some stories are really random.
You thought this was really random?
No, 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 it wasn't random. I
It
I
was
think
actually coherent.
I'm just saying as the film we're going to talk about in
Ooh,
general as like the
yes.
whole experience was random as fuck, but the movie itself was actually surprisingly like coherent and decent and looked good, except for some technical difficulties we
Oh
had
my
with
God.
the film.
I know whatever pervert used the VHS.
I feel like I need to wash my hands after touching that VHS, but.
Some stains never go away.
No, but yeah,
So
so
why are we here?
well, besides it being Easter Sunday, we had the day off and you know, we got something in the mail and we decided to finally finish that journey. Not to the
So
west,
not
but
to the
just
west.
which we're still looking for that one, but no, yeah,
We
we
could get the third one, but it would probably be around, I think it'd at least be $60 if I bought the VHS of it. Plus it would include then I have to ship it. But so the
oh,
fee would just go up.
right, right. But
I don't
yeah.
know. It could be worth it. But anyways, yes, we are here to talk about the last Roman X that we have to watch, which brings us now we've completed our Roman X journey. We've watched 63 films of madness and desperation.
And sadness. A
Lots of
lot a
sadness.
lot of sad sex, or just sex that just looks very just boring.
But you know what? Sometimes people give birth.
Or they get put in a box.
Only twice.
Or maybe, there's a bottle out in the sea.
There's a woman inside the bottle.
And her sister and her brother too.
Oh God.
I know.
Oh
uh
my God.
yeah, so we're talking about the last Roman X that we found, and yeah, it was let's actually talk about how um the whole process of getting it to work.
Yes, yes.
Because I think you guys who are listening to us, I think you want to know some technical shit because it was
This
actually
is the
pretty.
restoration
It was
process.
very about the restoration because what you had to do, and then because at first when we got the VHS, it didn't play on the player. So I thought it was our VCR. Then so I was like, oh, maybe I have to rewind it. So I took it apart, and of course things got damaged. But I don't think it was me that broke it. I think it was already kind of damaged because
Yes.
the film itself has a lot of white stains on it, or white stuff, so powder, or it could have been like dust or other things. I don't know. I don't know. We're
There's no
assuming.
way someone's like literally coming inside the
No,
VHS
no.
as
I think it
like
was just like residue or just mold or something. I don't know.
what residue? Anything.
But it was white. It was white.
Could be anything.
And also like the time that so we kind of got it back together, but it got stuck a lot in the player. So we had to take apart the player just to get the tape out. Luckily, the film wasn't that damaged,
Mm, mostly
but
not. Mostly
mostly
not.
not.
Yeah.
The audio kind of was bad and then there's a couple scenes where when you watch the whole film, it kind of it gets run down because I think somebody kept on rewinding some scenes. Also, when I opened up the box or the tape, it wasn't rewinded. Like it wasn't to the original spot. It was like still like
I
somebody
love how
watched
you're
it.
like so like mad about that. And I'm like, okay, we're getting some perverts VHS from 40 years ago. Do you think they're gonna rewind it for us in an auction? Like
I'm just saying because I always rewinded every film I took back. Because remember,
this ain't
Beverly
a video
Selton,
store.
Selton said, "Rewind, bitch."
Oh my God.
I mean,
I'm still shocked that it played. So like that was a struggle.
well, we had to do some surgical shit to it.
Okay, never mind you that we did this before with a different Roman X that was like half a
Yeah.
Roman X we got that's 30 minutes and we untook like took it apart. Yes, I was slightly buzzed while we did that. So do I remember anything that happened? Absolutely not.
I was getting yelled at because I couldn't hold the flashlight steady enough for
Okay,
him.
you were holding a flashlight almost to my face and well the light is so powerful. I'm like this is blinding.
Also, it was frustrating because like there's these little two fucking springs that you could not see.
The worst is the black tooth one in
Yes,
it. There's a white one and a black one. The spring on the black one was so hard to see what was going on.
that and then there was another spring that was supposedly on the top part. It was a lot. We watched a video to kind of put it back. But I think also too, it's just like the film itself was kind of a little janky because it wasn't pristine.
There's something with like the gears and parts that were loose, where even when playing it, there was twice where they pulled the tape out into the
Yeah.
VCR, like the whole thing just kind of got disheveled. We had to unplug the VCR, manually take the top off, and plug it in. And then so then we had the idea like, okay, how do we get this to play? Because like, what if the tape works, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, let's look through other VHSs we have, and we're like, oh my God, which one do we sacrifice
And
for
which one?
this?
And which one was it?
Oh, it was a groper train.
Yes.
I was like, not the gay ones.
I know. I said, I'll do one of the gay ones, and you're like, absolutely
No,
no.
those are pristine.
No, they're not. No.
Those are okay. I was like, okay, we tried to do professional baseball edition, but then that one, the screws were so fucked up, we couldn't even unscrew
No.
it. Finally, it was one of the groper trains, like an early 70s one that Nikkatsu put on VHS, where all of it unscrewed. We popped it off, we switched the tapes out, put it in, got the VHS playing, but like, oh my gosh, it was a struggle bus.
Not only did it play, but then it stopped playing at towards like the last 2 minutes
I'm not surprised.
because the last 2 minutes is like probably like one of the best parts of the film. I would say because the way it
Don't
just
say
plays
what it
out.
is
No, no,
though.
no. But I'm just saying it just cut. And then like I tried so the only way that we could play the actual tape towards the end was fast forwarding,
And then doing
which
a bad video of it.
yeah, I mean, who are you gonna call?
Roman X.
Yes. So yeah, so that was the kind of fun technical stuff that happened to get it to play.
It was
But
hard to even find this though too. So again, through this like Roman X journey, I guess like just a brief thing on that. There was really no guidebook to what the Roman X line fully was. There wasn't like that. We couldn't look to Jasper's book and like, okay, here's a list of Roman X titles. Even Nikkatsu doesn't have like a complete list of what they called Roman X.
right.
There are listings on the website for a lot of these films. Some of them are listed as Roman X, but then like beyond that, you're gonna have to start looking at like, okay, did it get Roman X on a poster? Do you have to watch the video itself and kind of guess it might be, and then see if it has the intro? Not everything had each one of those things. Some Roman X wouldn't have the intro, but would have an X on the poster, and vice versa. It
Hmm.
took like kind of research and cross-referencing to come up with like the letterbox list of Roman X. And then further too, it's like some of the ones on it, figuring out what they were because some of them were rebranded titles from Nikkatsu's adult video side called Live Shooting or Raw Shoot. So then finding the original title from the VHS and getting that VHS release because the theatrical one was kind of like a made up secondary thing,
Right.
which is the case of this one. So like originally it had a different title on home video, got rebranded as Roman X and gave a new title. And the way I figured that out is like, okay, the images from the VHS of called Midnight Calling, they're used on the Roman X poster.
Right.
And so it's
Detective work.
detective work.
No, yeah, because I think when we got into this Roman X journey together, I just went along because I didn't know much about it. You told me like as long as it has the X, right? But then there's some other films we watched which we discovered like the live shooting, which I'm like, oh, is this Roman X? You're like, no, it's technically live shooting, but it could be a Roman X. And this one also does have the, but then when we watched it, it just had it just had Nikkatsu logo on it. It didn't have
Well, because
the,
we're watching the VHS release, the original one, where it was
Mhm.
just going to be a live shooting title. They probably theatrically, so they would pretty much take this VHS tape and then slap on the intro. They also would have telecened it up to 35 millimeter as a print,
Which I think it would look fine
which would
because,
be insane, right? But that's how they played it in a theater.
okay, so we just saw the regular VHS. Okay, that makes
Yeah, we had to
good.
figure out what the VHS is because Nikkatsu likely is not going to, with these weird ones, re-release it or kind of figure out what they are. It's kind of a weird, murky part of their history where I don't even know if Nikkatsu is fully aware of what they did.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Eh, but thank you.
Thank you.
It's like
But yeah,
thank.
actually, our journey also led to us discovering the whole live shooting home video side of Nikkatsu, which Nikkatsu is aware of what live shooting is. They've also canonized it as like this is our Roman porno spinoff. So there are experiments with adult video that start in at least 81 until 88. These live shooting titles, there's I think are the letterbox list I have going has over 170 of them listed,
Hmm.
which is not a complete list. There's more of it, but it's always ongoing figuring what that is. There was really no scholarship on this, like in the West, to like figure out what it is.
Right, and we've seen about maybe 30,
Probably almost 40.
40.
Nakatsu's
Yeah,
done more on double bills. We've also gotten a lot of random ones on VHS.
yeah. We still haven't like digitized, and there's some DVDs that you got that we still haven't kind of went through.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Okay.
But like I would say they're very surprising because sometimes they do lean. They could go into the horror. They go into more of like kind of a winky wink. I would say winky wink kind of like story, and then other times it's like
They
it's
can
straight
range
up.
from bad adult video to horror, almost like shot on video wave style horror
Yeah.
or weird, goofy concepts. There's some that are more of like softcore dramas, like a wholesome thing too. Like
Yes.
there's the one starring the actress of Orgasm Mariko, where
Hmm.
she's an alien from a sperm planet, and there's some weird like effects in it. Or there's Ultimate Gourmet, which is horror, cannibalism. I guess the most infamous title of the live shooting site is obviously going to be Red Account, My Bloody Angel.
Yes. And also like the sequel that came much later.
Which people didn't know that was a thing until
Uh,
recently either.
until recently, until we found it and watched it. Go check that episode out. Links are below with dead formats.
Yeah,
Shout out, shout out to dead formats.
I know. Girl, we just like played a dead format to watch this.
We did.
I'm like, oh, love it.
Yeah, so should we get into this movie? I mean, there's not much to really talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the thing before it too, it took a while to find this. I never thought we were going to complete Roman X. There was even this was one of two titles I couldn't find
Hmm.
because the stuff was so out of print. One of the other titles was the one you were talking about, where it was one of the Hanban's Idol Edition. That was
Yes.
thanks to the Japanese user Pinku Eiga. Also, you can follow him on Twitter. I'll probably drop a link to him. Like people should follow him. But anyways, like he uploaded that one. This was
Yes.
the like the harder one where it's like, oh shit, like I don't know how to find it. And there's gonna be a reason why too. But one of the listings I found of it was like for a laser disc. And I bet that was kind of before we really like fully connected to dead formats, and then it just quickly got sold out. The VHS had just popped up recently, then it took a while to get it.
Yeah. So it's been a journey.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into this. So yeah, this one is not technically like a Hanban. It's more of an actual story. And the story, I mean,
Oh
that's
my God.
I'm gonna say it straight out. It's not a Hanban, so I was thank God, because we were both like, "What the fuck are we gonna watch? Right? What is this gonna look like?"
I was expecting it to be bad.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah, it was watchable. I love that. Love that journey.
Well, also like the actress. So let's talk about the main actress who is recognizable.
Yes, okay. I guess like anyone who's watched Japanese adult video of probably the 80s, or even also just watched Evil Dead Trap, has seen her before. It's Hitomi Kobayashi. She is the queen of adult video.
Yes. And she looks gorgeous here. So again, it's there's some production, there's some makeup, there's some lighting.
There's
It
not much production, but she looks great. And if anything, it does capture you get a sense of her presence too.
hmm
She doesn't really do much, but like based off a lot of girls we've seen from adult video of this era, she does stand out
hmm
as well. Like I do like she has this kind of petite body but larger breasts, right? But
Yeah.
she's young, but also doesn't look like young girl. She just looks like a young woman too, which I like. I also like her facial reactions too. She'll kind of react and perform it a little bit more. She's not like passive, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense that before she got into adult video and stripping, she wanted to be an actress. Like that carries through with the work.
Yeah, I think in this film, the director let her kind of just act a little bit because there were some scenes where, she had to
She
play like
cried once.
she did cry. Also, she did emote. She did emote, and then she dressed up. She had some like she was just walking around. She had presence. I'll say that.
Yes.
So compared to like some other actresses during this like Roman X period where they had actual actresses, and then sometimes they did with those hanbans where they just showed random people having sex.
Yeah, I would say the Hanbans, it's very rare to see someone have like presence at all. Like they just kind of rinse and repeat. They're just bodies to the grind. It's like it's but like okay, Hitomi stands out. Also, it probably helps too. It's like outside of like being in adult video, Nikkatsu worked with her on multiple Roman X titles. So she debuted for Nikkatsu and Hell in a Bottle
Yes.
in a supporting role, and then she continues working like in stuff other Roman X ones, and then she's also in an actual Roman porno film too. They give her that.
Yeah, and those films she looks great. She knows how to emote, and also she's comfortable with her body. And I think that's
The
like
films are kind of moody and weird too. Like they're
yes.
good. If anything, I was thinking about this too before we were talking. We call Seiko Kazuki the Queen of Roman X, right? For
hmm
Woman in a Box, really launching the line, then Mania House of Cards. But if anything, I feel like Hitomi
She should
could
be
be
the
a Queen of Roman X. She's done the most.
oh, absolutely, because where Roman porno had their like the stars, right? Their
Yeah,
and then like of course the bondage queens too. I would say Roman X has their queens too, and I think those two are the like the
those would
main.
be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even I would say I always joke said even other actresses could have been for Roman X because there's some films that are just nasty, and some of the actresses would have done nasty shit too, but you know, to each his own.
Yes. I mean, for the most part, a lot of like classic Roman porno actresses didn't want to do Roman X. Interestingly enough, Izumi Shima, we've seen her do early live shooting titles.
hmm
So again, she was like again Lady Chatterley, a lot of the bondage films. Had an extra experience like acting for scripts, but then she experiments with Nikatsu's early adult video. One of her ones actually reminded me of this film. It's where like she's called up a lot and there's a rapist, and then it flips to the recording too. She's making a cake.
Oh, oh, yes, yes, that's a great one. That is a good one.
It has some like title like swapping something
Yes,
something Repu, yeah.
because like the husband is also like kind of cheating, and then
Rebu
but
Swapu Desu. I don't know. I'm
no,
just
no, yeah,
kidding.
I'm remembering because she's making a cake, but also she's like a housewife. It's kind of a very apartment wife, and then like the husband is also like
There's also a four-person cast in that film where it's two
yes,
guys and two girls, which I guess like
and
this.
they do swap, and then yeah, it relates to this film as well.
So how would you describe what we just watched? I guess we can get into the plot and just like
Yeah,
talk about it.
it's a simple story of a woman with her best friend who like they're kind of into the same guy, right? Maybe.
Okay, so from what I can gather, Hitomi Kobayashi, in a sense, plays herself or almost a fictionalized version of herself because it's adult video. They call her Hitomi and Kobayashi at different points. She has her friend
Hmm.
Ray Takasugi, who is another adult video actress who was prolific, but not really like a legend like Hitomi is,
Right.
right? The Roman X gets rebranded. So the live shooting title called it Midnight Call or Disturbed by a Midnight Call. The Roman X becomes their names and it's double petty.
Yeah.
So it's verses, right? Again, so the friend is kind of the jealous of her. Like you were always the pretty one, you always had it easy, everything you wanted ever happened, right? I really had to work for stuff. If she gets into this scheme, right? So again, they I think it opens, they're almost talking about like working part-time or also like references to a French class.
Yeah.
Parlez-vous, baby.
Yeah. You know.
So then we get to a bar where the friend works at.
Yes. And I think the friend and the guy, they kind of day rape her. They put like, I
Yes.
think.
So the friend gives her a whiskey. I mean, the Hitomi orders the whiskey in a water. She drinks it. Then she gets pushed to drink a little bit more. And obviously, there's that spike. There's something into it because she knocks out. She wakes up to it. Then she's assaulted by this guy that she had met at the bar who was talking to her.
Right.
And he's mean.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He because during the time, like, 'cause she kind of wakes up during the like the assault, and he just like he bitch slaps her a lot.
Yeah, a lot of very slappy. I was like, oh, okay.
Because he's not forceful like beating her up. He just slaps her. It's, I mean, the same thing, but it's like he just slaps her so much, and she's just crying, and then of course he just goes in.
We literally have a close up of like her head rolled back, close up on the eyes, and
Hmm.
like there's tears.
Yeah, like I said, she can fucking emote.
Yes. I
And
mean, also for those of you that, again, like I'm guessing people are never going to actually watch this one particular, it's like, it's not a candid scene where something just happened and they recorded it. It is intentionally acted out.
no, this is an actual
Yeah.
story. This like,
Like, they're probably putting some type of water, or something in her eyes too to get the reaction. Like, they're actually trying to perform this.
hmm, yeah. I mean, even though it's shot on video, like they're trying. They tried.
They tried a little bit.
They tried a little bit. So
So she's assaulted by this guy. It's again, it's very mean, right? Also, he kind of rolls around. We get different angles of it. Then eventually she escapes and goes home. So
yes,
this is kind of a really interesting visual too. She goes home. There's kind of a guy who is almost like seeing her and watching her for a bit, but then he doesn't follow her into her own place. Once she's at her own place though, like she lifts up her skirt and she's like pissed herself. Or
yes.
there's a lot of kind of like fluid discharge too, just like coming out.
Hmm.
So then she like pulls off her panties, like wipes it off, cleans it up, throws it in the trash, and then she takes the shower, right?
Yeah. The guy who's like kind of following her too, when he sees her at home, he calls. He's constantly like always
Yes.
calling.
And we're not sure at this point fully who he is. We're kind of wondering, well, it's like, is it the guy from before? He's just continuing to stalk her,
We don't
right? We're
know.
not
Yeah.
sure. We don't know.
So there's that, like, that's what you were saying. It's
So
like the
she's in
four.
the shower. She receives a call.
Yes. No, but I'm saying this is also like we were saying it's like a four-person story because characters, there's four people technically. The
Oh, but technically five at
well,
least. And well, there's some minor like background people too.
yeah, but like the more of the story and the actors
There's a
is like,
waitress who serves like the Hitomi and her friend when they're at a restaurant, which we
oh
never actually
yes.
see the waitress face. I don't know who this is. Hey, I didn't sign for the rights. You cannot film.
Yeah, and then yeah,
Three
there's
guys.
three guys. But then they don't really do anything. They're just kind of background.
They all do blur together a little bit too, because like they don't have more distinctive faces and they're all kind of in the same age group.
Hmm.
I'll say that. Like you can follow it and like, okay, it's a different guy. But there was one point too with like one of them getting introduced. I'm like, wait, who is this now? Right?
Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to care or supposed to know who they are. I think it's more of we're focusing on her and the friend and the stalker, and then the guy, the guy who like assaults her, and then the one who's also having sex with our jealous friend.
So yeah, so then it we cut to like the next day. So Hitomi meets up with her boyfriend,
Hmm.
right? She doesn't really want to initially tell him about this, but the friend is kind of watching her with this boyfriend go off, and then it reveals that the friend is connected to the guy who assaulted Hitomi. Then the friend has sex with this guy,
Yes.
also while playing the videotape of the assault.
Yes, because she was also videotaped, so we have to
Yeah,
forget that. It's like,
you know, I'm
yeah,
like,
because like
wow.
they're like they're getting off and watching the friend get assaulted, and they're having sex. It's like it's kind of very Sato a little bit,
Oh, it would be. Yeah, it could be.
you
It would
know,
be meaner
because
if it would be darker and bleaker if it was Sato. I'll say that.
yes, yes. I mean, I don't want to do the cliche. It's like everything is Sato, but like there's some Sato reference right
You're
there.
like, oh yeah, that's a Sato.
It's a Sato.
Oh.
Yeah, so like they watch that, and then it continues like another long sex scene, which is not bad. These sex scenes are not actually bad either.
They're not badly staged. So, okay, we have that opening assault, but after that, all of the sex scenes are consensual.
Yes, yes.
So, even though, I mean, okay, the best friend is crazy, but she's consensually having sex with this other guy in the next scene.
Yeah, 'cause, like they're kinky, but they both like, hey, yeah, I want to, and they go, yeah, and they do all the stuff, and it's fine, it's fine.
What did you think of the friend's look?
She was not memorable for me.
Yeah,
I
I
think
guess
the
it works in the
haircut. I think it's the
story.
haircut. I think it's
Yeah,
the haircut because they wanted her to, I think, be distinct, like distinguished from like Hattori, right? Like
Hitomi, but like the
Hatomi,
first
like
time we see her, her haircut looks like Hitomi's, but just a little
yes,
worse.
and it's longer a little bit.
Yeah, like it's just a little worse. She's taller. She doesn't have Hitomi's breast. I mean, that's the difference.
Yeah, I wish they maybe kind of did something different with her to kind of make her stand out on her own.
Oh my God, what's her name? It's the the actress who did AV, Maya from, oh my God, not Lustmore, Love Letter in the Sand.
Yes, I know.
So
Yeah,
she would have been a good actress because she's kind of more villainous. Also, she did adult video. She wouldn't have said no. Sorry.
true, true.
Yes. You kind of want someone who could play a little darker too from the get-go. It's not bad with the story. If anything, it kind of makes sense that like, oh, this kind of pick me
Rival.
energy coming from this girl, like, oh, I'm not as pretty as you. It visually works.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like another actress, like especially the actress from Love Letter from San, she could have played this role better.
Maya Shiraki.
Maya
Sorry.
Shraki, yes. No, yeah, I agree. She could have like, because I think the friend role was just kind of a little meek, and then the look. I think it's the look too.
It'd be fun if she's a little more sadistic at
Yes.
some points, like, especially towards the end. Like, I wish she would like, I don't know, go kinkier. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know what they were trying to do with this. They were just trying to tell a story, which in a script,
Jealousy.
jealousy, which it makes sense, and it worked for this film. It did work. I'll say that. It just we're just being a little nitpicky because, we've seen some great ones of that kind of storyline where we see like the jealousy of friends or like the rivals or, the sex off or like remember
I'm
that
surprised they didn't let out at one point too.
again, this is not a Sato
I
film.
know. I mean, other people like do stuff like outside of Sato. I mean, come on.
No, but like also, yeah, I think there could have been like a little bit of like a kiss or something of like, you will never kiss like me or you never suck like me or something
Or
kind of
like,
like,
remember when we used to do it? It's like at the beginning at the restaurant, they could have almost reminisced about like, oh, we used to like make out with each other.
and then have that guy get jealous, but like, no, you can't have her, and then like assault her. It would have meant make it more interesting, but I agree, like it just was could have went a little bit more.
Yes.
So,
So
uh,
after a long sex scene, just kidding.
yeah, because I'm trying to remember. Then eventually she sees them having sex, right? Or am I
She
missing a?
doesn't see the guy who assaulted her have sex with a friend. The friend then goes to the boyfriend with the
That's what it
tape,
is.
plays it to him. It's like, well, look what your girl did, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh my God, you're crazy, right? But then she comes on to him and she's like, well, it's like, I want to ruin her life. Let's have sex. And he's kind of
Yes.
like, what? But he just does it anyway.
Yeah, he's not gonna turn down free pussy.
I know, but I'm like, was it good? I don't know.
I don't think so.
So they start to have sex. Hitomi comes, she sees it, finds it, then she slaps the friend too, which
Oh,
is
and
great.
I loved it because she walked in and then she's just watching them have sex. She walks in, she goes up to her and she's like, it's not even a good slap. It's like the hand just like pushes the face. The way that she just kind of like pushes
It's
her.
your first time in an acting class. You're working in the slap, baby.
That's what it felt like. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, it was very like staged. And like she just grabbed her face and she just pushed it. That's what it was. It wasn't a slap. And then the friend,
Then they fought a little bit too.
yeah, they fought and while the video is still playing in the background.
And the guy's like, "Oh, do I stop it?" He's like, "Oh, I'm excited."
Yeah, no, it's so
It's
stupid.
so bad. Oh,
So she gets like after all that, she just like then she goes wanders the city and then she goes back home.
the guy stalker sees her again. Also, the stalker saw her too in the middle too when she was
Yeah.
out with the boyfriend. So that's been a little bit slightly recurring.
She threw up because she was all like, oh, and then he kind of helped her go home, right? The stalker, kind of.
He, I don't know if it's like him or a different guy at that point too, because we only see a bit of him. But like the guy was like, "Oh, do you need help?" She pushes him away, and then she goes home. I
Yes.
forgot too. Also, at some point, like Hitomi in the middle, like Hitomi has consensual sex with her boyfriend, but before they do it, it's like she gets another call, gets freaked out. Then she rushes to cut oranges, cuts herself, licks her hand. The boyfriend licks her hand, then starts screwing her.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I
And
do
then she's like,
remember.
"Oh, I want you to spend the night. I'm so scared of the stalker." She never at one point was like, "Hey, I was assaulted. I was
Nope.
date raped." No, it's like,
Eh,
but yes, cutting to the ending, which this is also the point where the VHS just
yes.
stops.
Yeah, because she gets back to her apartment. She's like, oh my God. She's kind of just feeling. She's in her feelings, and all of a sudden, she gets a phone call. And this time, the phone call makes her horny. And so yeah, it cuts off at the apartment part, and then all of a sudden when we had to watch it again, we played on fast forward. So she gets a phone call from the stalker, and this time again, she gets excited. She starts masturbating, and he calls her already masturbating naked, right?
Yes.
And he's watching a video too, I think. I'm trying to remember. There's some
He's in
kind of
like his room. He's also naked and jerking it. Then she starts jerking it too and getting more excited. I don't know if it's at one point like she's so broken down or she just kind of wants to like I it's almost like there's a safety for her in getting off over the phone versus dealing
yes.
with all these guys who are like kind of physically harming her in real life too.
Also like the woman too, like the jealous friend. It's like
Yeah,
it's just a
which is
lot going on for her, but then having a stalker
I
jerk
was
off on the
surprised that
phone.
the whole phone element was separate from the friend thing too, that wasn't really correlated at all.
No, no.
It's like, hey, if your friend's crazy, just hook up with your stalker.
It's
Like,
logical, right?
that's logical. I mean, it's funny. Okay, so like for whatever reason, it just cut before the ending, and we couldn't get it to play normally. Like it wouldn't even record. It only let us play it by fast forwarding, like you said, through it. So we fast forward it, and like I put my phone up to the screen.
Just to watch, and I think you did a story post, right?
Oh, I used an image of it because it got really trippy. I'm guessing too because like the scene of her on the phone and like touching herself aggressively, this probably was like a favorite scene of whoever had the video before us.
Yeah, because like she takes her underwear off, and then she's like, she's just like, oh, and the guy's like furiously masturbating. So, and then it kind of like cuts to her just like, oh, and she has a cool yellow phone too. And then the purple background, like her bed has purple. So it's very like the colors were very
Yeah,
staged.
nice and easy.
Yeah.
Also, it's very warm. The VHS has like a
Hmm.
very warm color saturation to it that's not always normal. I think of some of the other like shot on video stuff has a little bit more of a yellow tone.
Yes. So, and then it just cuts off because then you see the city lights and then it just says the names, the
Basic
end.
credits. We only get the credits for like Hitomi, the friend, the two guys. We don't get the possible. I don't know which of the guys then isn't credited, but like we're missing a third. We're also
Could be
missing any of the background people.
could be a director just like coming in.
Here's a
He's been
friend.
yeah. Yeah, and
Oh,
then,
actually, that would make sense. Okay, because like when you said like a guy, like a guy tries like, "Hey, do you need help?" and then
hmm
she pushes him away, that could be the director or someone from the crew.
yeah, because again, it's a small crew.
Yeah,
It's not a big budget, but this looked like it had a budget. I'll say that.
probably not much.
I mean, more than most of the Roman X that we've watched.
Uh, well, other Roman X has more people. But then I guess like okay, this one would have Hitomi playing a role, so maybe she would be pricier too because again,
hmm
she's so big on adult video. We've actually seen this director before, so Hironishi, he directed another Versus title that was under Roman X, and like this one, it was originally a live shooting title that got rebranded. We hated it. I don't remember what it's about.
What's the
I
title?
Keiko Nakazawa versus Yoko Tagaki, Double Orgasm.
Yeah, we hated it. I
Hated
remember
it.
it. Yeah, it was trash.
He also directed a movie called Nanpa, which I don't remember anything about. I disassociated.
Was it a Roman X as well?
It, I don't know. I mean, it was double billed with the Roman X, but then I think it was shot on film when we watched it, so I never included it on our list. It also does star Ray from this film and that, so he's used her before. He
Hmm.
also, so he worked as an assistant director for Nikkatsu since 1975. His turnaround comes in 86 when he directs a horse film for Shintoho.
Is that that famous horse one that we can't find?
No, we could watch this one, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to watch it, so
Okay. That's why I was like, is that the
yeah,
one? Is
I'm
that
not
the one?
watching that.
No, but I said it's that one, right? The one that's
No, I
infamous?
don't think you're thinking about the same one.
Okay, okay.
There's multiple horse films and pink films, so I'm just gonna.
Oh no, that's why, because I know there was one that it's
No, I'm
okay.
not. No,
No, I'm just saying
no.
there's
Nay.
the rumors.
Nay means no this time.
Anyway,
Nay.
so
He
okay,
was born
so
in 52. He probably would have been around 34 around this. He's directed at least seven live shooting titles. So again, he definitely is supplying a lot of like the cheaper adult video side. This sends the lead like after Roman porno, he's doing some V cinema work.
okay,
Right? He's not like, oh my gosh, this lost talent. Just like an interesting little minor figure that never probably fully took off in a sense either. He is part
right.
of the Directors Guild of Japan.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know, whatever pays the bills. So yeah, Hitomi Kobayashi probably would be around 23 at this point. Her adult video was either in March or May of 86. She quickly then went to Held in the Bottle. She did five Roman X in total. We really like Deep Pleasure Luster.
Okay.
She also has a minor role in the Torture New Wife edition, which is the
Yeah, I
the
know which
Barbie
one.
one. He's learning bondage. We also liked Hard Petting.
Oh yes, yes,
Her only
yes.
non-Roman X, which is like a normal Roman porno, which they kind of gave her like, oh, let's give you like a film with the plot. We haven't seen it yet. It's Hitomi Kobayashi's young girl story.
Okay.
Supposedly also too, it's like she didn't have real sex in her adult videos. It was all staged,
Hmm. That makes sense.
which makes sense. And then she is also an Evil Dead trap. She's part of the TV crew. She has sex and then she's killed.
I think I remember that. One of that scene, yeah,
So
from
you
the
can
first.
see her restored.
Oh yeah, the first one, yes, and the second one.
Oh, yeah, probably is one of the few films you could actually see her on like a Blu-ray restoration. Now that I'm thinking of it, because
We have both of them, right?
she
Yeah, we
didn't do a lot of actual film.
no, because everything else is all like the adult video stuff.
I mean, the director I've been watching recently, Satoru Kobayashi, who's this pink film director since the 60s. I'm watching some of his 90s films. She does make two pink films for him, so those would be shot on film, but then they'd be on VHS tape transfer rips.
We're gonna get the the shitty side of it.
Yeah, we're gonna see all angles of her. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. The physical release came out in April
Of
of
what?
87,
Okay.
and then it got rebranded for July of 87. So pretty quickly, the triple bill it's on are films we actually all like.
Okay. Go for it.
So the big part one, the one we really like, is the Abuse Female Body Edition. It's Mary Aoi's film where she trains a girl and cries over her when she leaves.
Oh,
Very
classic,
dreamlike.
classy,
Classic
classy.
stuff. This is some good romance.
That's a good
Al-
Roman X. Yeah.
Also, one of the better Hanbons.
Which one?
It's the behind the scenes, the real thing, ecstatic video queen. So a cave girl wanders into a van, has sex, and then she becomes an adult video star within the story.
Yes, yes, I remember that one. That was pretty interesting. I like that kind of premise.
Yeah, so like this is a triple bill. It's like, oh, like these are actually all fun too. Even this one where it's like a rebranded home video title, I was like, oh, I would stay through the whole experience. It's like I would watch it.
Which one do you think played first? Was it Mary?
Or would you want to build up to Mary?
I would build up to Mary, personally.
Would you want like easy Mary then a come down?
Yeah,
Okay, which one did you do first? Wait, no, maybe this one would be first because you
this
want
would
something
be
easy.
first,
Then
and
Mary, then the
Mary,
cave girl.
the cave girl, because then you're like, oh, you had all these emotions.
But also like people probably came in and out and like like they
They
finished
walk,
quick.
they're like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, which do you think like a Japanese man in the 80s would vibe with the most? Probably Hitomi Kobayashi because she's popular.
This one, yes, and maybe the Mary one because they kind of probably knew of what she was doing and seen this icon already.
I wonder if it's different crowds though too, because like one's more conventional adult video and one's more into BDSM like kink. Would the same crowd vibe with it? Would they stay for both? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think
Hmm.
so. Yeah. But uh, yeah, we went
We
through
finished
it.
the story.
We finished the story.
How do you feel with like this being like the last one we had to watch? Like, is it a? It's kind of a good note to end on, I think,
It
for
was it
it.
was it was best because I was like, oh my God, we're gonna watch some like really shitty Hanbon one.
Oh yes, I was expecting the worst, but also I was like, okay, at least with her, it's like even though there's the weirdness of the rebranding, we have liked her other Roman
Yeah,
X.
yeah, there it was
They're all
pretty good.
moody, and I wouldn't say this is as like stylized as those are,
There
right?
was
Those are
no,
more
no,
interesting.
no. This one just looked good. It was
Especially that
decent.
one, I think it's hard petting, maybe where she's like seeing the Polaroids in the park and getting like excited by it, and it's kind of weird and
Oh,
pervy. And there's an
yes,
aquarium.
yes. And then she's like masturbating furiously.
Well, that's all of them, but like,
No, there's one where she's like also taking Polars. No, no, I'm thinking of something
she's hard
else.
petting herself.
Doesn't she go and like also masturbates in front of the train? Or I'm thinking of a different
I
one.
forget if deep pleasure and lust and hard petting, which is which of the two of
Yeah,
them. They're both good, but both of them kind of blur together a little bit, but not in a bad way.
because Deep Luster is the one I was writing about. I remember I was writing a little like
You're
something
like
about.
someday.
No, no, it was because it had the Polaroids, which I was very fascinated with. The way she was taking the Polaroids and getting like transformed with it, and then I was like, did they ever fucking feed the fish?
No.
That fish was also just like that water was too murky too. But
She
anyway,
fed herself.
multiple times.
Oh God.
But yeah, no, I think I liked the luster better, I would say.
Yes, I would.
I mean,
Yeah,
hard painting is also pretty good too, but I
if
think
you're wanting like her as a major presence,
yeah,
Hell in the Bottle and also the new wife torture edition, she's not a major character, but
but
there's like
she's
the best films. If you want her as like like the star of the film, you'd watch Deep Pleasure Luster or Hard Petting.
yes, yes, I agree. But hmm. Oh, yeah. So how do you feel about like watching this last Roman X?
Pretty good. I mean, I'm actually pretty satisfied. It's nice too to kind of close this chapter in a sense too, right? I think of like Roman X as something like we've really gravitated towards. I was
Hmm.
also like before we were doing this kind of like looking up. It's like there really wasn't like a positive like oh like again I was saying like we had to figure out what like the Roman X titles were, and
Yes.
even the way like the few ones were talked about wasn't like in a good light. Like Jasper in his book, he talks about Woman in a Box. He also
Hmm.
does talk about the Hanbons being bad,
Yes.
but there's good Hanbons and bad Hanbons. He also thought the birth was bad, which I was like, oh, that's like a great one. I don't know. I don't think he was aware of at the time certain titles too. So again, like some of the really good ones, I guess when we wrap up, like okay, Mania House of Cards, like that's not in the book.
Right.
Or something kind of weird like this too. I mean, even some people have written about Hitomi Kobayashi, like Donald Richie. They were talking like, oh, her Roman X titles, they're so cheap, and adult video fans didn't even like them. And I'm like, I don't think that was actually true. I think people came to see her in a theater and people bought her videos as well. Like it wasn't I don't know, people wanted to make almost make like Roman X seem like it was such a failure, but I'm like, I don't think it really was. And even like Nikkatsu has repeatedly like sold them on VHS or other releases. Even when like the first titles were coming to Fanza, the adult side of DMM for streaming, like a lot of the Roman X titles got licensed to it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, they came out before, like they got licensed to it before like regular Roman porno. So I'm like, okay, but yeah, like there wasn't really positive reception to it. We had seen Woman in a Box that probably set this on like this journey,
Yes.
which I think Impulse only put out Woman in a Box 1 and 2,
Yes. And
and
then
that's it. I think.
yeah, because there's nothing else on the Impulse titles.
I mean, it's like the sloppy seconds bootlegs. I mean, you could give them both. Whoa, we're quoted on the Hell in the Bottle one.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, we are. We are.
Yes.
So if you do want to find and they it's Hell in a Bottle through Sloppy Seconds. They quote
We are not
us.
promoting this. We are just observing that they quoted us.
Yes. Because I remember something came up on like my name and I looked and I clicked on it and it said my name from the review. And then I go, oh my God, look, there's both of us. So
Wild.
check that one out if you're
I know.
interested. If you're interested.
I
So
guess I'm trying to think. I think we could probably just like wrap this up and talk about like Roman X overall. We're already getting into it.
I think so because, like I said earlier, I didn't realize for me there was a lot of the live shooting that we watched that I asked. I said, "Was this? This feels like Roman X because it live shooting is shot on video most of the time, right?
Yes. Also, there's a lot of it that is an hour long, which is the same length. But then there's live shooting that's 30 minutes,
Right,
like a more traditional adult video.
right. But like, there's some good live shooting that I'm like, this should be Roman X because of just the themes, the craziness.
What are ones you're like, oh, this should have been in the theater as Roman X?
Oh, Red Account, My Bloody
Ready?
Angel,
Yes, and the sequel, obviously.
and then what's the other one? The one where like they have some kind of weird disease. They're
Devil's Body.
Devil's Body, and then oh god, was oh my god, but that's a 30-minute one.
Which one?
The Gourmet.
No, that's 60 minutes.
Oh, 60 minutes. Yes,
That's a
sorry.
long one.
I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I
That's
think
not a short meal. Let's put it that way.
no, it wasn't. There were some other ones too. Yeah, I was trying to remember that What about you? What do you think? What was ones that you thought could have
You
been?
know, even like the 30-minute ones, they could have edited together because there's some of the Roman X that are like that. There's one of the Roman X titles where they took four different 30-minute ones and did pieces of each to make the hour. So it'd be like 15, 15, 15, 15. We saw one of the 30-minute originals.
Yes.
It wasn't good. But again,
No.
they could have done weird editing, like the one where it's the Jason hockey mask one too. There's also a weird apocalyptic one that was kind of shorter from like the
Yes.
live shooting side. Like there's weird stuff like, oh, like this could have played well. Like I wish like okay, Woman in a Box and Taboo X Perversion officially launch Roman X, but even like the Sakan 1 and 2 is the precursors. The
Yes.
whole kind of weird horror fantasy space of Roman X, I wish they kept that more consistent.
Yeah, because there was a live shooting that you watched that had this like dream logic where she was like kind of like walking around. I forgot the actress's name. She had like great 80s hair. She was walking around and there was a lot of dream escape things. Dreams Labyrinth could have been a Roman
Dreams
X.
Labyrinth is good. Okay, that's another one. Also, that's one where like when I was asked about screenings, they said like Nikkatsu's like, yeah, you can screen Dreams Labyrinth. I'm like,
Yes,
okay.
yes, because you asked like, oh, and then you're like Dreams Labyrinth, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm like,
And
what?
and and I keep on saying that, and we tell our friends too, like who watched it, they're like, yeah, this one would be great to screen to watch it live because it's basically Nightmare on Elm Street, but then it has a weird clown, the sisters, the dream
It's also
logic,
dreamlike. It's like a weird, like almost John Verlaine-esque adult video too. I
the
love the nails in
nails,
it.
fucking nails, the Dream Master. I'm gonna call him the Dream Master, the demon. His drag. That was drag.
That was drag.
That was like season one of
I mean,
Drag
he
Race.
had full white clown makeup, a jester's outfit,
The
like long
mustache coming
demonic
through.
nails, and he was still railing a girl and also like massaging her at the same time.
No,
It's insane.
also his look too. What I look like, his mustache is still searing through. It's like very the Joker of
Like he painted it blacker,
I know, but it's like it's but he's white face.
but then he paints like the facial hair to be black.
Right, but I'm just saying it's like it's not like he's trying
I'm
to hide
surprised it
it.
didn't come off more.
Exactly, because there's parts where he's in there.
He's in there.
I mean, also it's like, can you imagine going into that room where his little sexual dungeon with all the toys and everything? He didn't use a lot of toys. He just banged her.
He used ideas.
That's true.
Sorry.
And dreams.
Hmm.
Yeah, there were some other ones too. Again, I have to like go back to the live shooting stuff, but those are the ones I think were like really good that could have been Roman X.
I think those are definitely a standout. I mean, I wish it's like the horror direction, or even maybe just keep doing more BDSM, or even like, okay, if Woman in a Box has the true crime element, just keep doing more with that.
Yeah,
They almost
because
never kept it fully consistent. It seemed like Nakatsu too, especially the Hanbons. Okay, it's like half the side is really inspired and very experimental and weird, or just has interesting ideas throughout the screen. Like, okay, let's like trim bonsai trees.
oh god, that one.
That was fun.
That one that's what I said. I'm like,
Oh, there's a nasty. Okay, there's like a weird wandering assault one where the guys like throw a girl into a pool at like a business retreat, like a hotel from Roman X.
I'm trying to remember. I think was that one called
Probably Zahanban.
was it a
Probably
Hanban?
probably Zahanban.
I'm trying I
But
don't
yeah, there's
remember.
like the cheap side of the genre that's like standard adult video where they're just buying it, and it's probably more of a shock that like you could go into a theater and see that.
Right.
And also, I guess too, it's like if you again were like, okay, you're a Japanese businessman, you can't rent a VHS and go home. I guess you could go to the theater and kind of hide that you're watching this. No one
Wasn't it
has to
also
know you're watching it.
well also didn't like people go to those like video stores where you can go like a porn store where you can watch a video?
I don't know how adult video would have worked back in the day in Japan in terms of like the video stores themselves.
Because like look at Rewind, right?
I mean, because like VHS is so pricey. You know what? Yeah, there would be the jerk rooms, I guess. That would make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. But it's not like a theater
No,
experience.
no,
I don't
no.
know. It's
But still it's a little bit more private
yes. Behind the curtain.
behind the curtain. Yeah, so yeah, what is like your feeling about Roman X and how you've been because you've been kind of talking about it here and there about like the
We've talked about
research.
Roman X like all the time though too, like on the podcast. I don't know how many Roman X things we've covered at this point.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. We plugged it into different topics. I think also like it's cool that like we've championed it in a way that it obviously was not before. I mean,
Yes.
here's the thing too. It's like I know like people in the like okay, past scholarship was scared of Roman X, but like the current Blu-ray cloud would be totally down to watch this.
I think so.
They would, because it's like it's horror, weird shot on video, true crime elements, it's nastier and meaner. I think a UK distributor would probably struggle because of
Yeah.
like the content censorship, but like a region A company could totally release this or something else too. But again, there's some of these are shot on film, like with like okay, Hard Rape has like a crazy title, but like it's the conventional slasher of all of Roman porno.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And also Mania House of Cards. You have an Oscar-winning director directing something that feels like a Jess Franco film.
But it's considered Roman X. I think it's just because of the X, right? And then they're
I
thinking
think it's
X
just because
rated.
like, well, I don't think it's that. I think it's just because like the past like was never really curious about it, and you and I also just like I guess we just don't make apologies. We like gutter trash.
We like the trash, you know?
Yeah, we ain't classy.
But then we are sometimes. Well, mostly me, but yeah.
God, I know. I was like, there's some classic things coming up this year.
Well, there's that. I mean, also we went to the flea market today and you found a Jess Franco from the 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of class. Yes, absolutely. Hmm. Yes.
Yes. I mean, I was watching like a
When I
gay
think
film.
of class, I think of like, oh my God, the couple where it's like they saw that statue, like, oh, is that a Buddha? I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, because she's like, "What's your thoughts on this? I see this
Oh,
everywhere," and we're like,
what's the
"What?"
name of this guy? Oh, I think it's a Buddha. It's totally not a
It
Buddha.
wasn't a
It's just,
Buddha. We're just gonna put it
oh
out
my,
there. It wasn't a fucking Buddha.
it was just literally like a sleeping yoga thing. It's just like, oh God,
Yeah, but some people just
love
assume
it.
like, it's like, "Oh wow, that looks like some deity or whatever," and it's like, "Oh my
Love
god."
it. There's
It's
a
like a
spiritual significance to everything.
it's like a piece of turd. It's like an actual dry turd, and they're like, "Oh, it has this meaning. It's like a statue."
Oh my God, someone would have even asked, like, is this really from the 80s? And I'm like, no.
What? When?
Someone at the flea market was asking about like something they were buying, and then like obviously the vendors would be like, yeah, it's vintage. I'm like, it's
Well, they're
not.
trying to make a sale. Or like when that, like I think the older guy was like, because you had your shirt on. I think it was the Fantastic Planet, and he was like,
Oh, that's a good movie. And I'm like, yeah.
"Yeah, you get very like, what?" You're like, "Can we leave?" And I'm like, just brush him off, or like, just say, "Okay, thank you."
You're like, my daddy's taking me out. I'm just kidding. I have a phone call to take, a midnight
You're like,
call.
"Oh, midnight call," but was it? This didn't feel like this last one we watched. Didn't feel like it was in midnight. It was
It
all
was at
like,
night.
yeah, it was at night, but not at midnight.
Sure. Also, you would think the call thing would have happened more. I don't know,
Yeah, I
whatever.
wanted more like weird breathing, like a phone message, like, "Oh, answer machine."
Apartment Wife, Newtown Assaulter has a lot of great calling sequences, and also it's like a warehouse that's lit, and some kind of S&M aspects too, where it's a lot of voyeuristic. Like that's a great
Yes,
title that uses phone calls from Nikkatsu's Roman Porno.
because yeah, the last that apartment wife towards the end, that one's a great one.
It's good. It's good
Yeah, because
stuff.
he's also watching her. He's taking video and pictures, but also calling her, and she's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I guess what's
yeah.
your top Roman porno for those that are curious?
Oh, Roman X.
Oh yeah, what's your top Roman X?
Because Roman porno, let's get a longer
What's
discussion,
your
but
top Roman porno out of over 1,000 films that have been
I
released? I'm
know.
just kidding.
Okay, so before we recorded, I went back and looked at our list and went to see. I had to like remember which one is which based off our reviews.
Okay.
And so I do have a top 20, but I'm going to give you the top 10.
Okay. I never really ranked this. I just like rated like
I
a
know
favorite.
I didn't rank them. I just, well, they kind of are because it was just how easier for me to
Okay.
remember. So this is my top 10. And then I'll throw some notable ones from the other numbers that I was like, you just got to have to watch. So, okay, here's my list of my favorite Roman X.
Ooh.
And number one, Woman in a Box, Virgin Sacrifice, because
Okay. Classic.
that one changed me. It transformed me. It made me feel things. I was like, this could be cinema. This is cinema, right?
Which is funny because I think people are tuning into it, right? Where they're vibing with it more. Like again with like our friend Filmbug in that screening too. People are
Yeah,
like, oh, enjoying it, but then there's some they're like,
I
how
cannot.
dare someone enjoy this movie?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's not like something you watch the first time. You have to kind of build yourself into it, I
I
think.
don't know. Honestly, go for the jugular. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
like,
Okay, so number two is The Birth.
okay, that
Because
makes
that
sense.
that movie just like stayed with
This
me.
is also not a shocking ranking so
No,
far.
no. Okay, number three, The Sakan Part Two.
Okay.
Only because I think of the trilogy, this one's the best because also it has Mary, it's all women,
Lover.
and it's nasty and just also it's an endurance test and
Women
some
supporting women.
as women supporting women. All right. Number 4,
Okay.
Uniform Virgin, The Prey. So this is my Sato.
Oh, I would
This
agree. Yeah, that's
this is
good.
this is like Sato. I wish Sato did more Roman X, but again, it's just what it is.
He did do adult video, and
Right.
there's also more adult video that's becoming aware of that's not previously been aware of for. There's
Yeah.
another one too with Ryuji in it. Right, our our love Ryuji
Yeah.
Yamamoto that we could watch.
Yes. All right. So number 5, Hell in a Bottle.
Okay. Yes.
I was just great gothic, just kind of dirty. So number 6, back to our girl, Mary, The Abuse, Female Body Capture Edition.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Only because I just love the story and it's like it's nasty. It's not as nasty as the Sakan and the other films. I mean, personally, I think S&M Madonna was could have been a Roman X, but
It's
I
the same attitude though. You were asking about this. So like Essa Madonna comes out from Pink film distributor Million. And
Mhm.
it was a time where Million was kind of doing the same thing Nikkatsu did with Roman X, where Million was like releasing adult video titles as Pink film.
Yeah.
They had done like some Tadashi Yoyagi films, like Onani titles in the early 80s. They also did some bondage AV like this one as well too. That's where it comes from. Then at some point, Shinto has bought this film as well, so there's kind of a mixing of rights. I mean, hypothetically, like it would be fun if it's like, oh, Vinegar Syndrome's like, let's do SM Madonna, but that's never gonna happen.
I would cry. I would cry because I think I like that one a little better than The Abuse, but as far as what it is, I think it's just an interesting story. So number 7,
Okay.
New Wife Torture Edition.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Also, like one of my hot guys of like Pink
Yes.
film, Kazuhiro Sano.
Yeah, he is just if you guys want if you love him in Sato films, you will love him in this one because he is nasty.
You could double bill it with Pervert Ward S&M Clinic. And so
Yes.
this one would be him
Yes.
like learning how to do bondage, and that one's like him like full freak.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Okay. Number 8 is Madame de Sade, She Beast in Hell,
Oh, that's good. That's good.
because it's like you see this woman just be complete dom and just like treat men like shit. And I'm like, yes, men are shit. Number 9, you're
Okay.
gonna be surprised this one. I actually really enjoyed this one. It was surprising that it was a Roman X, but it was a good story, and it's also directed by Arkanuma Inko.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, that
Yeah, Inko was a good story because it's like this woman who falls for a younger guy who happens to be computer again STEM women in
also it
science.
stars Kaori. Also, I'm trying.
Yes,
Maybe get the name. If okay, if y'all are like freaked out by like the shot on video side of Roman X, someone actually asked me the other day too about it. I was like, okay, maybe watch Inco because it's shot on film. It
yes,
has a story. It's almost it's like it almost shouldn't be Roman X
it shouldn't.
too. It's just a movie on film. It's almost like a continuation of Female Teacher because she's a substitute teacher, right? Or no,
She
she's not a substitute teacher. She's teaching a computer programmer in it.
she's kind of like a private tutor.
A private tutor, yes.
And then she falls for this guy, and then the mom, there's a scene with the mom who gets like super horny and she gets on the washing machine. It's so funny. It's kind of like a Roman porno, but then it's billed as a Roman X because it's that forbidden love, I think. That's the kind of way I took it. But
Yeah, it's almost mislabeled as a like you God, this to like some of the Hanbons, like that's a worlds apart.
yeah. And number 10,
Okay.
number 10 is it to me it could it's not really a Roman X, but it's listed that way. It's still contested, but I'm gonna put it on there. Rested Body.
Oh, okay. I would see that. Yeah.
The reason why I put it on number because I was just baiting other films, but Rusted Body is technically, I guess, quote unquote, is a Roman X. The new restoration of it from '88 films,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
it changed because at first, when we first watched, I was like, oh, but then like the restoration and that last scene, just cinema, cinema. Those breasts, Seiko just being like hee, and then fucking that guy to death.
It was one where I wasn't sure to put it as Roman X because it's not in the intro of the poster, but it is listed as Roman X through some different reviews in Japan and also from the Amazon, the Japanese Amazon Prime like streaming subscription, or is a different streaming service, but it lists as Roman X, so that's why I included it.
Yes,
If it is somehow a Roman X, it does make sense why like it almost shouldn't be the third in like the
the trilogy.
intro series. It's a more just sexual film by the director.
Yes. So that's my top 10. And some other ones that I think we should shout out, of course, is Hard Rape.
I was gonna say that's the top 10 one.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, it's like again, it's cliche, but I like the other ones I listed that did some more different things. And I guess that hot, like really kind of BDSM. And then of course Deep Luster is like there
Deep
too.
Luster's good. Oh, a one I also would have shouted out that you didn't is called The Shock.
I have it on my list. I have it
So
on my
this woman
list.
kind of wanders through like assault and looking and peeping. Then there's also a horse too, because
Yes.
it takes place at a farm. It's very weird.
Yes. And then there's another one that I would shout out that we kind of first got and we watched was was it Dream Slave?
Oh, it is an Onoroku script, so it's like again the prestigious, the King of BDSM. They adapted one of his stories for like for adult video as Roman X.
Yeah, it's where she's like goes into an asylum and then there's doctors. Is that the
We
one?
should rewatch it sometime too
Yeah.
because it's very visual, but it also is kind of long.
It's long, but it's kind of surreal. There's these interesting moments.
Yeah.
There's like also the torture noble lady, the sacrifice
It's
where
funny, no, you didn't also name Mania House of Cards, which I would say is one of my
no,
favorites.
that's what I said. My list is very different.
But
So
overall, it's this probably the same, yeah.
so okay, so that's my list, but go
I
ahead
would
and
say it's mostly the same. I would probably switch out, put Mania House of Cards in my top five just because I love Seiko Kazuki. Also,
right.
it feels like a Jess Franco golden era film. Also, I did a little short write-up on it recently for Asian Movie Pulse, so I like that up.
Of course, of course.
Yes, gotta shut that out.
All right. Yeah, so again, there's other ones that we would
There's other ones that are we gave like maybe three and a halves to that I'd like to. I
like
was like,
there's rape training. Remember that one? It's kind of
oh, that was a half. It was half of a Roman X too.
yes.
Also, Lau watched it.
Yes.
I
There's also like a sense of shame. That one's called a sense of shame.
oh my God, you didn't say the sacrifice, the Christmas
I
lights.
did say the
Oh, you
sacrifice.
did. Oh God, I don't
And
remember.
also I think Sacrifice Part 2 is also pretty good.
Yes, that's also good. Oh, AK captured for sex.
Yeah, Capture for Sex. That one's great.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. The titles also are really bad.
I hated there was one where it's like Buddhist skull worship and they were lezzing out. It was like one we had to get the VHS of.
Oh, that was not good. That
That
was
was
not good.
bad.
I mean,
The cave girl one, the Hanbon I talked about earlier is also a good one.
the hard petting that we talked about.
There was an interesting one where it was like two guys, they're constantly watching each other and then they're screwing girls of watching each other and it teases this homoeroticism and by the end they actually make out, the two guys.
Ooh, what was that one called?
God, was it a bad Hanbon?
Because there's another one I found called Sensual Beauty, but
Mm.
I don't know if that one is that one.
Ooh. It could be anything, right?
I mean, I do have Mania House of Cards on my list. That's like number 15.
Only number 15. Sorry. I'm just like, wow, I don't know about this.
I know. Divorce.
Divorce, divorce. Oh God. I'm like, I don't know. I don't
You're
know.
taking Kanuma with you.
I'm taking him in the box.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up. I think, if anything, I would love to see a Blu-ray label really tackle Roman X. I think it could play really well. Obviously, like Sato's name could sell his title.
Kanuma as well.
Well, that's crazy because like Kanuma is really lacking in the Blu-ray world with
Hmm.
releases. Like for I mean, wow, like Noboru Tanaka is definitely almost getting slightly overrepresented compared to Kanuma and also Koyu Ohara.
Also, like Shigeru too. Like he has some good stuff.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. He has great BDSM.
Exactly, because like we need to talk about those because his early stuff is okay, but I think his
But his apartment
bondage.
wife is actually just that is a genuinely great
No,
movie.
no, the first one, and then of course our favorites are
It'd be
the
kind of fun if like a Maki Carousel was ever released too, just because
yes.
like having a trans lead with a Roman porno, that would be a good one.
One of our favorites, but oh, O'Hara, yeah, he directed one of our favorites that we got to scream.
Shinjuku Midnight Story, Man and Woman.
Yes, that
What
one's
label would you think that would put out Roman X? Where do you see this as a fun fit? And who do you want to do it?
Saturn's Core.
Or Visual Vengeance? Wait, so yeah, it's Visual
Visual
Vengeance, right?
Vengeance, Saturn's Core. Who else does kind of like that shot on video horror? Kind of just like crazy shit too.
Vinegar Syndrome has the God, is it Degosser? Is that what it is? I don't know how to say it.
Yes, yes, I know who you're talking with the
Y'all
D.
just correct me later. Just send the DMs. I don't know.
Yeah, I think some labels could have fun with these. I mean, it
When
just
people do license Nikkatsu, typically they think of more of the classier titles from the 70s. So this is like, oh my God, insane. It is great though that Connie really kind of broke the mold in a way by doing 80s Roman porno with their double bill.
hmm.
I guess this would go a little further.
Also, I just want to say it's like even though we clown like some of the Roman X too, like the Han bonds, there's like again, we're not like joking when we say some of them are just really dull to watch.
But I still appreciated watching
Yes,
them.
I do
I
too.
think I would almost be more forgiving on the rewatch. And it's kind of like, okay, think of like Stephen Thrower. Like he goes through this madness of watching Jess Franco films. I
Yes.
think in a way we had like a mini journey of that with these over 60 Roman X titles.
Yeah, and there's only 60 films that we know of, right? Because so far of what you found. But I do, like I said, I also feel it was an interesting, fun
It
journey.
saved our marriage.
It did. Only because like we reference most of these films all the time in our own like when we just text each other when we are in the like watching a movie together. When we're not watching Pink or we're watching Pink, we're like, oh, that could have happened in this movie or this part.
Oh, actually, like who is a director from Nikkatsu or even other Pink film that you wish had directed a Roman X?
Well,
Sachi?
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Sachi
I'm
because
like, yeah.
I think Sachi number one and
Obviously.
number two would be O'Hara. How would he do
It's
with
crazy
shot on
because he
video?
does live shooting titles.
That's what I'm saying because we've
Like, so
seen
he
some of
did the
them.
equivalent of it for home video, but he didn't just do like a straight up Roman X. Even
No.
Shigoro does a live shooting title.
So those two guys also could have been fun to see what they could have done.
You know, it's crazy. I had to reference this. I'm not going to say who it is and what it's by, but I had to talk about someone from Nikkatsu, and it's like, okay, he's the only one of his generation who didn't do like a didn't do adult video, but then he produced one. So I'm like,
Oh,
you know,
there's
but
that.
he
There's
didn't
that.
direct one.
Yeah, those are I think Basachi. I would love to see a woman's perspective on like doing one of these. I think Sachi would be the one because
Sachi'd be great.
Rumitana would have been like, no, absolutely not.
But would it be the worst? I don't know. I don't know.
Or maybe she would have shined in Roman X or
Maybe
like,
that's she's the queen of it. She's apartment wife, Romanek. She's gonna show him how it's done.
yeah. I mean, again, this has been a fun journey to get through these, and I mean, hell, on Letterboxd, you and I are the only ones who have watched all of them.
Well, that's the thing. It's like it would be probably it would probably be impossible. But like for one, I don't know if the things we got on VHS anyone else could collect too,
No,
right? So
no,
they would have to come back to us to ask us for the films, right?
yeah,
Again, also like just figuring out what the titles were in general, even like the live shooting too. It's like the majority of the live shooting titles, like I've created the TMDB for it, right? Like I think before we started really coming to picture and watching these, like with the live shooting, it's like I think only like Red Account, Devil's Body, and maybe like a couple other two had actually listings.
Yes, yes.
So like over like almost again almost 200 other ones like I created because I was curious about the genre. And then also as we watch it too, it's like you give me the file, I take the title cards and I correct the credits with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that it goes also with the Roman X. Like there's stuff that's like okay, the actual cast of full cast and crew was never listed on the JMDB, so we're getting cast and crew on it that like no one else knew about.
You're right.
Yeah. That's not also to brag. I'm just like, this is how obsessed we became with this crazy shit.
Yeah.
The most exciting in Roman X-rated film. I love that intro. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna miss it. I feel like if we ever did like a mini book thing, I think we should just like write about like Roman X. It's such a
I
fun
think
journey that
so.
we went on. I think it'd be cool.
Also, because there's a lot of similarities, and then also it's like talking about the Han bonds. Those are very similar to it to each other a lot. Like
Yeah.
there's a like half of the list, so there's 60, and I just listed about 20. Those 20, there's also like maybe 25 that's actually really good and more interesting, and then the rest are just like Han bonds. They're just kind of like
I think if someone likes adult video of that era, though, from the 80s, they would probably find more value in some of it too.
yes,
They would. It doesn't have to be full of a plot.
no,
Also, like, I guess, like, don't let, like, the weird, I don't know, whatever your idea of, like, what Roman X is, don't let that hold you back from just watching it. It's gonna sometimes be crazy, but also, I don't think it's gonna be as extreme as people think it's gonna be either.
I mean, if you've seen Bondage, you should be okay. I'm gonna say that. I
If you,
mean,
and you're gonna see some more enemas.
no, and yeah, because like the Seikon, the trilogy, like when we watched all three, we're like, oh, okay, those are endurance ones. Is there plot? No.
Does
And
there
then
need to be?
no. And then there's some Roman X that do have plots because sometimes they were shot on film, and other times they're mostly shot on video, and other times they are trying to be experimental, and other times they want to tell a simple story, right? So it just has everything in different ways, and I think what we like about the Roman X is like the directors were experimental, they were trying different things, they were also working from adult videos. So there's a lot of that in there, and then some of the horror aspects. So it just has a lot of different ways or different like ideas that were happening, you know?
You know, also even some of the adult video guys who made the Roman X titles, sometimes like they had accidental masterpieces, like again with The Birth, making something that's just insane,
Yeah,
right? Again, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I know what film is, right? It doesn't have to be like Sato making it or someone from Nikkatsu to make
yeah.
something good. There's something that's very accidental slapped together. It's the beauty of watching like a shot on video horror that you could get from this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, again, the whole idea of what like Roman X is didn't die off because like Roman porno, like Nikkatsu's Roman porno dies, but Nikkatsu talent forms XS to continue making pink film.
Mm-hmm.
XS also does experiment with doing adult video as pink film.
Yes.
So again, like the idea of Roman X just like lives on.
Yes.
So
And also
again,
like Roman X lives in our artwork.
it does. We've referenced Woman in a Box a lot. I'm like, wow.
But also like it kind of comes out in different projects that we're working on, I think.
You know, yes. I think I've made art. I made stuff inspired by Mania House of Cards. I recreated the whole VHS cover of it.
Yes.
I think also too like I think as the years like come on, I think it is like I feel like we're gonna experiment more with video. I feel like this is where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Like it visually.
Yeah, I would say when we watched like the Wave videos, or like the documentary on Wave, and then Roman X,
Pamela Sudge, she would have loved Roman X.
I think she would have. I think she would have.
Oh,
But like, no,
she
no.
lived in Japan for a bit.
So she would have known about some of this, the pink film, I think.
Let's hope.
No, but like watching Roman X, watching the Wave documentary, that shot on video, even like stuff from Saturn's Core, it kind of really inspired us.
Yes.
And I mean, I grew up with VHS, right? So I grew up in that era of like creating, like a lot of my old wrestling tapes were on VHS. No
Your
editing.
WrestleMania.
Oh God, no. My WrestleMania was probably better than that one, but I just like
Wow.
there's something about video. I mean, you could see also directors, some younger directors tried to mimic it digitally, and it just doesn't feel the same.
But I think there's something there too. It's like power to the people, people taking something that this use in their hands, right, outside the studio system. But it's interesting too. It's like even though these Roman X, some of them are in-house productions, a lot of them are farmed out.
Hmm.
So there's still people from the independent pink film, still coming from adult video, then making something that Nikkatsu just releases. It's still an independent creator, even though it's mainstream, in quotes, distribution. So there's still that beauty there. I think it'd be great for like someone just to rediscover to get these more horror titles out there and freak some people out.
I mean, even Hell in a Bottle could be something released because it's kind of
That's another
gothic.
one that's very Jess Franco.
It's very gothic
Oh,
because that one I think the Hell in a Bottle and then the Shimmer and the White, or what was it? The title? The other
white
gothic.
skin, glimmering in the darkness. That's a classy Roman porno.
If you put those two together, that could just be a nice little like twofer.
Oh God, I
No, because
wish.
you get classy and then you get nasty Roman. Well, it's Helen Bottle's not as nasty, but it just has elements of that.
You know, now that we're talking, I feel like this is also no pressure or anything if anyone's ever listening, but it's like, okay, it's new wave video could probably have fun with the 80s side of Nikkatsu because obviously they're interested in like shot on video horror from Japan. And obviously they're interested in Nikkatsu. It could kind of combine by doing these titles that
Hmm.
no one else is really going to touch, right? Getting something that's really interesting and experimental and from such the underlooked era of it. I mean, the fact that you have Oscar winner Yujiro Takeda do Roman X.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. Again, so much they can do, and I mean, again, it's been fun. Roman X has been fun.
Oh, I still want to get a Roman X tattoo.
I thought about it too. I want the
Yeah.
X, or what was it, the triple X or double X?
Or I would get the 80s Nikkatsu logo.
Yes,
Yeah. Ah,
or I
I'm trying
should
to think.
get Tawny's eyes. You know, just Tawny being like just
My eyes are always on you though.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or
And
as
I'm
like
calling you on the phone.
or as I tell everybody, like you're my Tawny.
Oh
You're
my God. Well, at least I'm not your Hitomi. That's not working
oh
out in
no
this
no
movie.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Or
You're
you're
watching
my
videos of me.
no you're my Seiko because
I could see that.
she's a little sadistic.
You're my ultimate gourmet.
I could be because I also am a samurai and also a weird doctor at the same time.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd have to say about these or
No, I think I've we gushed about Roman X throughout the whole like first season. We
yes.
cried. We somehow got Seikon 3 by a listener, like helped us talk about it.
Yes. We
Shout out
also
to Ben
got
Curtis.
shout out to Ben Curtis. Also shout out to Pinku Aiga for the Hanban Idol edition.
Oh, that was a great one actually too. I forgot to.
And
It's
shout out to a Japanese pervert on Yahoo Auctions.
for Midnight Call.
You know, it was a well-used copy. Let's put it
Yes.
this
I'm
way.
glad. I'm actually glad, you know.
Honestly kind of fit the spirit of it. Like, y'all, we were like ripping this thing apart multiple times. We were unscrewing the VHS multiple times. I was like, oh my God,
We
who do
had
we
to
call?
we also had to take out like take apart the actual like player to get it out and make sure to clean it, to dust it. I mean, it was a labor of love
Yes, but it was very fitting for watching
for
The Last Roman
for
X.
Roman X because it wasn't a DVD, it wasn't Blu-ray, it wasn't any of that. It's a VHS. And, you know, yeah, because I was like, oh, do I need to get another VCR player? Like I was like thinking also I was like, do we go should we call up Whammy? The
Oh
guy
my
from
God.
Whammy.
I was about to cry. I was like, if we got this after how long it took to even like find a copy of it that I could buy, and then also like again, it was probably over like $60 to buy it, then plus ship on top of it. That if we couldn't get this thing to play, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna destroy me.
But you know what? It's just fitting. It's
It's
fitting
fitting. Love it.
because it's video, it's nasty, it's random. Maybe the Nikkatsu gods were like, well, we're gonna fuck with you.
We're gonna tease you around a bit.
We're gonna tease you around. You're not because you're not watching the classy shit. We're not going through we're not going through the front door.
Oh my God. Oh,
I
that's a
mean,
classic.
I mean, technically we do the back door.
Well, yes, technically do the back door, and
Yes,
unlike some people, I think we have sex.
yes, we have. I mean, are you my homie?
That's so funny.
I know. Shout out
We're
to
home.
John Peters.
Oh God.
John Peters and all the other perverts out there who have been on this journey with us. Harrison,
Oh, Harrison's actually been watching about Roman X too. Yeah, so
yes,
shout out, love it. I mean, I
and
think more
also
are coming available.
shout out to Casey and the Sin Syndicate and Gentry who we've been pushing to watch some of these, and they watch Women in a Box.
I don't know if Gentry's seen Woman in a
No,
Box.
we keep on teasing them to watch it. So if you hear this, Gentry, watch it. Because Casey was like on board. He
I
fucking
mean, if
loved
you're
it.
watching the Michael Finlay like Flesh trilogy, like why wouldn't you just watch something else that's extreme? I don't know.
True, true.
Also, have you seen Jess Franco? Like, I feel like you could watch anything. I don't know.
Jess Franco, Jean Roland, like any of especially Jess Franco. If you've seen his shit, if you watched, what was that one crazy water tool or power tool?
Water Power, baby. That's a
If you
classic.
watch that, you can watch any of these like Roman X.
You gotta clean some whores. I'm just kidding.
I mean, hell,
God.
you know what, Gentry, if you're listening, watch the Sakan. I'm just teasing. I'm
Oh, kidding,
teasing.
kidding. Oh my God.
But
That's
yeah, and then
funny.
who else is we should shout out for our Roman X who's watched with us. Oh, Heather.
We should
She's
also thank Jesus on Easter.
on Easter. Yes,
Like Roman X, he has risen
many times.
many
Many
times.
times. Yeah, so is there anything else you want to add? Well, obviously we mentioned who I think is our kind of Roman X queen.
Obviously it's still gonna be Seiko for launching it, but I think Hitomi Kobayashi could be the rival Roman X goddess. Also, she's just the queen of adult video. There's
Yeah,
really no
it does make
comparison.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's not gonna be the pregnant lady.
Oh yeah, because if they went back to find that kid, he should be like my age.
He's probably doing adult videos of his own.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, gotta like continue your family legacy.
I mean, I'm continuing the legacy of the birth where I play a weird doctor.
You already did that before the birth.
I know I did. Some kind of
Uh,
weird doctor. Uh, yeah, and I also take Polaroids.
I mean, okay, also that we're talking, if like a Blu-ray label, speaking of Roman X, the whole live shooting side, I
Hmm.
feel like Red Account, My Bloody Angel, and the
Yes.
sequel as a double bill would be a hit.
Oh, absolutely.
Because also like the director Toshiki Sato is known as a Pink film director and in one of the four Heavenly Kings of Pink, but
Hmm.
because of like it's not a Pink film, it really never could be part of a Pink line. Someone who's like, oh, I like weird shot on video, plus has that cult appeal, they could do well with it.
Also, because like if you're true crime, you love true crime. Both the films are based on like real stories. So
Yes.
no, I mean, Women in a Box is basically also the same thing.
Girl, so is Sabaku and so is Dirty Maria. They're all true stories.
Oh, Dirty Maria was kind of good too. It kind of reminded me of Woman in a Box Part Two.
Were you shocked that I'm like after all I've been watching a lot of like trash Pink film
Yes.
recently. I was like, let's watch something classy.
Oh, this was pretty good. Yeah, because that other stuff we've been watching before, it was highs and lows, like the Roman X. There were some good
Highs and
ones,
lows.
some low ones, and some in betweens. But
Honestly, I've been kind of enjoying the Satoru Kobayashi films I've been
mhm.
watching. They're very like bread and butter, but they're goofy. Like he pumps so many of them out. Also, he's done this at least twice where like he has characters like make pubic hair and attach to someone. So they're cutting up like fur and like shaping it to make pubes. It's crazy.
Yes. I mean, we watched what was that Groper Train by Kobayashi, which was entertaining as hell.
He also has another one that we need to watch with our queen, Madoka Sawa.
Ooh, is Ryuji in it too?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can't get them all.
Imagine getting Ryuji in a Roman X if he was in Roman X.
He could
Could have been, yeah.
have, because I think he would have been doing an adult video at that point. That's a missed opportunity for sure.
Yeah, anything just to say he was in it, right?
Also, Yutaka
Oh my
Ikishima also
God.
was doing an adult video as well outside of Pink film. And what you know what Yutaka is in Mania.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So there's that.
Yeah, there's that.
We
Yeah,
got Sano. Yeah, we had Sano. So missed opportunity, Ryuji.
love
Again,
it.
anytime we could shout out Ryuji.
What should we do for our next episode?
Ooh. We did
We could do
gay.
like a double bill.
Yeah, we do a double bill, but we
Did we
did
do? Oh,
gay.
we did gay stuff. We were gay.
We were gay.
We did
We're,
Roman
so
X.
we're nasty. I don't know. It depends. What can we go with?
Oh, I
Maybe
mean, we
something that we watched recently in that trash pile.
wait of like just stuff I'm making you watch.
The director that you've been watching.
Oh, we could. Okay, actually, if you wanted to do it this way, we could
Uh,
rewatch his mannequin film, but then we could also watch a mannequin film from Nikkatsu Roman
yeah,
porno. Like
because
do like
also
two takes on mannequin.
I was gonna like we could talk about that adultery one that I liked from that
Oh, you want to
director,
talk about Chusei Sone?
or somebody else. I don't know. We'll see.
We could. I mean, because like it's always good to shout out someone who is maybe underloved.
Yes.
And God, I almost feel like if I rewatch Angel Guts High School Code now, I'd be more forgiving.
Yeah,
And that's called growth.
yeah, maybe,
No, it's not.
maybe. I don't know.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, see you in the gutter. Well, actually, no. After this, we could just go classy.
We're gonna go classy
We're gonna go classy. We're gonna be a
because
Criterion podcast.
no, because like I'm like yeah, because my stuff it won't come out till May. So yeah, my
Hmm.
Bunny Yeager thing is not coming out till like it's announced, but the release won't be out until May.
Yes, which I've linked up to in the past thing. I could re-link up to it again.
I don't know.
And
I'm
is that
just
kind of it for now? That's
yeah,
you
from
know it's crazy. I feel like, oh my God, there's like so much stuff that I like has been in the works that it's like every month I'm kind of wondering, it's like, is anything gonna come announced?
I know. If only people knew. If only people knew.
Whatever the
Woo!
next title is gonna be, love it.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
So
So yeah,
anyway,
catch
yeah. Sorry.
catch you around. We got a pet our cat. Watch Roman X, be a gutter trash, save a marriage. And you know, if you have a stalker, see what happens. Just kidding.
Well, just masturbate. Just masturbate. It's probably
Keep it
easier.
safe. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there was a condom in this movie. Sorry, sorry.
Oh
Stay
yeah,
safe.
there was a condom.
Safe
By
sex is
who? I don't know.
important. And also, what's safer? Phone sex.
Yes, it is actually. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. To hear more shows from the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network, please select the link in the description.
Hello, filthy movie lovers. My name is Gentry Austin,
And I'm Casey Scott.
and we're the hosts of the Sin Syndicate, film podcast for something weirdos, anti-criterion bros, and Joseph Sarno aficionados. Join us semi-weekly as we peer into the adults-only theaters and sticky-floored cinemas of the golden age of sexploitation, when the morals were loose, the laws were murky, and the intercourse was all simulated. Find us now on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Have you ever wanted to dive deeper into the horror movies you love? Beyond the Blood is a horror podcast for fans who want more than just surface level screams. We do deep dives into the movies that shaped us, digging into director commentaries, behind the scenes stories, deleted scenes, and the special features that most people skip. Each episode is a love letter to the genre. We break down how these films were made, the creative risks that paid off or didn't, and the lasting impact they've had on the genre as a whole. From 70s slashers to modern nightmares, we celebrate the craft, chaos, and characters that keep us coming back. If you're the kind of fan who rewatches movies with the commentary on, or you simply grew up in the video store horror aisle, the Beyond the Blood podcast was made for you. New episodes every single week. Subscribe, let's dig deep. Welcome to the Beyond the Blood podcast.